Alright, welcome to Season 1, Race 20, my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are at Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix. Any relevant updates? R&D front, not really. We sort of maintained. Nobody really put in an update coming into this race. Though we do have the one that's coming in for Brazil, so we'll see if we potentially jump McLaren or Renault. We did earn some R&D points, so we'll go in and adapt some parts now. Gonna take care of that one. Take care of that one. Go ahead and take care of that one. So we are halfway through on the chassis side. Yeah, we're getting there pretty much everywhere else, so that's good. I think it might get close on the adaptation side of things. Weather looks good, no issues there for once, which is good. So we'll go straight to qualifying. Alright, practice went pretty well, so we'll see how we do in actual qualifying. Doing pretty decently. Fastest first sector. Looks like we're gonna just miss out on pole. We'll take a front row start. Oh, wait a minute. That's weird. Same thing happened at Austin. It showed us in our previous position and then updated to our most recent position. Or to our actual position, I should say.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Bottas, the owner-driver, and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
And there you go. Bottas on pole. We're right behind him. Actually, just barely edged out Verstappen. Hamilton in fourth, and remember, excuse me, Verstappen needs to finish ahead of Hamilton to stay alive in the championship. And Vettel and Leclerc and Bottas need to finish ahead of them and finish ahead of Hamilton and have a lot of help. Ricciardo, great qualifying for him. He's in P5. Albon had a really shocking qualifying. That's a P11 in a Red Bull. That's not good. And there you go. Sorry about that brief delay. Was just seeing my brother after he came home from work. Just saying hello. Because I know once I get the race started, it's my brother is one of those people who falls asleep almost like within minutes after hitting a bed or a couch.
Right. I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
So I want to say hi before he potentially just falls asleep. Yeah, so we are in actually a great position to do very well in this race. Front row. It looks like they're introducing a new upgrade to the power unit. Which I think is this one right here. So obviously they can't add a upgrade during the race weekend. But regardless, we are all set to go in the Mexican Grand Prix.
Here we go then. It's time to race in Mexico City, a place which gave Honda their first ever victory back in 1965. American Richie Ginther won from third on the grid. And what are the Honda-powered cars this year? Well, Red Bull have been going strong here in recent seasons, so can they keep that record going today? At 2,285 metres above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Can we talk about Mercedes? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and the owner driver alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Vettel, Leclerc, Stroll, Perez, and Carlos Sainz, Albon, Norris, Esteban Ocon, and Raikkonen, Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Kevin Magnussen, and George Russell, Calderon, Latifi, Kvyat. They've taken a grid penalty, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Jeff here, radio check. Check, check, can you hear me? Okay, we had a fantastic result at the last race. Let's try it again here.
Alright, we're about set to go here for the Mexican Grand Prix. Just looking over some things on my phone before I get started. Okay, so we are on the soft tire, and usually this is a two-stop, and it is. So what we'll do is we will go in and switch around. Actually, so it says a sauce can go about 15 laps. And yeah, that looks pretty good for us. Again, usually when I do the two-stop, I'll usually go soft, soft, medium, soft, soft, medium, soft, instead of soft, soft, medium. Just so we can have more time and be on the fastest tires by the end of the race. So, there we go. And we are all set to get this race going.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Let me just check the race director for the tire choice. And everyone's on softs. And both AlphaTauris took grid penalties, so they'll be making up the back row of the grid.
conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
An interesting start. There's a very long run down to turn 1, so it should be interesting to see who gains and who loses spots in the first couple corners.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Here we go. Coming up on 5 red lights. Mexican Grand Prix. And we're off. Our ERS get a great start. Bottas is going to drop a ton of spots here. Well, maybe not a ton, but some. We are up to P1 with Verstappen, Bottas, and Hamilton right behind us.
Well done, mate. Nice start.
And just for the sake of the championship, if Verstappen fights me, I won't fight him as hard as, say, Hamilton. So, just to say, get that out of the way. I might not necessarily fight Verstappen that hard if he's trying to overtake me, but we'll see. Just tries to stay in my draft. And the grass a little bit there. Haven't really pulled away from Verstappen yet. we are going to fall victim to DRS here this time around. Oh, it might get us this lap even. To the outside. He's not going to get it. We hold him off for now. It'll be very tough to hold him off on this lap though. DRS is activated. He has a faster car. Obviously, he is in a Red Bull. We'll see what we can do. And Rich Mix and DRS, we are holding him off. Tire wear check. Front left is the one that's wearing the most right now. Gonna take it to lap 10 before our pit stop. Actually, though, some of the tracks have added a third DRS straight. This is one of them. That straight right there, I don't think was DRS in the past. Could be wrong about that though. Here we go, Rich Mix. DRS, not DRX, but ERS.
We're leading our teammate by 14.3 seconds.
Here comes Verstappen. Here comes Bottas. Bottas has a big lockup. We're gonna fight Verstappen. We're gonna have the position off the corner. Oh, look at this, Ricciardo making a move on Hamilton. Ooh, Ricciardo even got by Hamilton. He's up fighting Bottas now. Daniel Ricciardo in the Renault doing a great job right now. Wonders in the other Renault. What that has done is that it's allowed us
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
to build a gap for Valtteri Bottas. Be there.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
That could have gone a bit better. Side by side again for the first couple turns. And we're gonna hold Verstappen off again. Just barely. Now Bottas might be looking for a move. Can't get it done though. Verstappen holds on to the spot. Getting very tight up front. Even though we're leading, we essentially created a large DRS train. I mean, we've had the power. I mean, if they're going to pass us, they're probably going to pass us in that long front straight. We've had the ability to hold them off thus far. Rich Mix, there we go again. Can Verstappen get us this time, or will we hold him off? No, he's gaining, but he's not blown by us. There he goes again. Makes it tight for him, and we can do it again. It's really that last part of the track right there that's really helping us out. Just with the line that we're getting, we're on the outside, so we have the better exit, and that's just getting Verstappen so out of shape. Won't last the whole race. I have to imagine somebody's had to make a move at some point. Break the gridlock that I'm unintentionally creating here. Ran a little wide there. And there we go.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Verstappen's gonna have another great run. I don't know if he'll catch us by the time he gets to the corner. No, he won't. Ooh, I have a wide exit. Here he comes. Here comes Verstappen. Gotta make a move. Oh, Bottas is trying to make a move. We're gonna get a squeeze, tight squeeze. Ooh.
A new strategy is available.
That was not clean. Not in the slightest. Try it again. Bottas. But Verstappen has gotten by us. He's in the lead. And now Ricciardo's challenging Bottas. Unfortunately for us, I think this is where Verstappen's going to pull away. We might be able to stay in DRS range for a lap, but I don't think they'll last. We will get the DRS this time. We are very low on fuel. Or, I guess, low on our fuel threshold, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, now we are in the DRS train because we're gaining on Verstappen, but we got Bottas, who's really gaining on us a little bit, but a lot at the same time. Stops, you have another lap to go. Tire condition should be good to make it to the pit stop without any problems.
In this lap,
window's open.
Push now, gap to
Bottas is
teammate
gonna have a
behind
run.
is 13.7
Push all the way
seconds.
almost to the grass. And we get him into the chicanes here. Oh, yes, we made a move. Made it stick.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Uh-oh, that's not good for Bottas. Needed to finish ahead of Hamilton to stay alive in the championship, and that's not good news for him. If that is indeed the case, he's got problems. Once again, the reliability coming to bite Bottas in the rear end.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
We're going to hit pit road right now. Looks like Verstappen is into the pits as well. Ooh, Verstappen might get held up a little bit. He does get held up by Ricciardo in one of the racing points.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Go, go, go.
And meanwhile, Hamilton is going to jump Daniel
Speed
Ricciardo.
now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Right now, Hamilton and Ricciardo are getting held up by George Russell in the Williams. Looks like Hamilton actually just got by Russell, though. As the rest of the leaders hit the pits.
Tatiana is coming in for a stop.
Interesting to see where they come out. Looks like Bottas is just going to be right about equal with his teammate. He's going to come out just ahead of his teammate. And meanwhile, Antonio Giovinazzi is really stretching things in his Alfa Romeo.
The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
I presume, let's see, check the race director. So everyone else is doing a soft to soft strategy. I'm the only one who's doing soft to medium, which is interesting. I'm wondering, we'll see if Giovinazzi fits here, what tires he goes on if he does. Interesting if he's going to try the one stop. Even if he does, I don't think he would have the pace to actually win the race.
Front is 4.6
He's not that far ahead
seconds.
of Verstappen. And the Giovinazzi does pit. He's going on to another set of softs, so he just went a lap longer than everyone else. Attack the Mercedes. We're on the better tire compound right now. Bottas with a little stick a nose in there. Ooh!
Okay, clear.
Did not intend to do that. That was a little dirty on my part. Well, that brought Hamilton into the picture now. Contact! Ricardo's through! Ricardo is through the P2. Try to go 3 wide to that corner, and it just... I think Hamilton just tried to turn in. And it sort of locked us all up and shoved us off track. See from the Hamilton's point of view. Go 3 wide, and he just tries to turn. He's turning already into me, trying to make the corner when I'm there, and it sort of forces me to go straight a little bit. Hamilton's got the power to drive off the corner.
We're leading our teammate by
Look at DRS here, so it's
15.6
interesting.
seconds.
Right back on his diffuser, just battling down the straight. Ooh, contact! Hamilton nearly goes around. Now he's under attack by the home favorite Sergio Perez. Might maintain the position here, or Perez might get him. I don't know, we'll see. It'll be close. I think Hamilton might get him. And he does. He'll take a horrible line through that corner. No, Perez got the spot actually. Well, looks like Hamilton's fighting back. Man, they're getting really dicey back there. Bottas is making a dive on Perez. We had crucially broken the DRS barrier to Hamilton. So he can't have DRS on us. As Ricardo is now scooted away.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds.
Horrible run through those corners. Hit update.
Off our excess fuel. We'll be back
Lap
on target
25.
soon. Don't wait too long to turn the
targeting
engine
to come
out.
in. Somewhere in that range. Maybe wait a lap later, we'll see. Now Hamilton's right up our gearbox. The power on us is going to go side by side. So we're maintaining. Really close.
The car in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second.
Hamilton got together a little bit now. Here comes Perez. Looking for for the move on Hamilton. Could get done last time. Can he get it done this time? Side by side again. Looks like Hamilton will have the edge. Or maybe not. Here comes Perez. Hamilton and Perez trading the spots back and forth. I think Hamilton might get him, but crucially, we've pulled away to outside the DRS range. Looks like Hamilton could be getting pounced on here. Bottas and Perez are now doing battle. That's going to give Hamilton an advantage.
To the car in front is 5.9 seconds. Green flag.
Uh-oh, somebody's got a problem. It's one of the... is that Red Bull? Albon is out of the race. Alexander Albon is done for the day. Let's see. Oh man, who was that? That was Fiat almost ramming into Albon. It was slowing to a crawl there. Approaching turn 1. And Albon, the teammate of the race leader, is out. That was not a good exit at all. That's better.
Caution, caution. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Hamilton flew by us there, though.
Okay, clear.
I think he overtook us under yellow flags. Ooh, we made contact. We're okay, though. That's going to give Bottas a big run on his teammate. As we sort of just drifted, I ran out of ERS, so we just sort of did a sliding thing. And making some contact. Not letting Hamilton get by that easily. Jaguar train is back up and running. More ERS this time to help fend off Hamilton.
Gap to car in front is 8.7 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 13.2 seconds.
Hamilton's coming though, here he comes. Ran into the grass there. I have to wonder when these guys are going to come in the pit. Has to be soon, you would think. So they are on the softs. Hamilton, ooh, made a little contact there. That wasn't intentional. That bed corner that time. Go open the door for Bottas to maybe sneak through here.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
And now Bottas is going to have the chance to make a move on his teammate, as will Sergio Perez. He gets by Hamilton, so it's all falling apart for Hamilton here. As we have some cars coming into the pits, it's one of the Haas's. Check which one. That is Grosjean in the pits onto a hard set of hard compound tires.
The gap to the car ahead is 10.4 seconds.
Verstappen is into the pits for his final set of tires. He's going on to the mediums. Ricardo is also into the pits. And he will presumably switch on to the mediums as well.
Ricardo is stopping now.
Perez pits along with Hamilton and a number of others, as expected. There's Max Verstappen. Bottas is going to make a hard charge to the outside. Actually curious to see how the pit stops. Did anyone get held up, or what's the deal? So here comes Hamilton. Not really going to get held up. Bottas is in the lead right now, but it doesn't really matter because he has a pit anyway. Oh, wait a minute!
Safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace.
Something happened. Hamilton is out of the race. Let's take a look and see what happened here. There it is. We're talking about it. The reliability issues, for whatever reason, just haven't plagued Hamilton as much as Bottas. Well, he's hitting Hamilton at the worst possible time. And he's out. And that's going to completely change the complexion of this race. Now, of course, a normal strategy would say to go to keep running and then go off to soft tires, but to stay in contact with these guys, because it's, what lap is it? It's lap, it's lap, 21, going to be going on 22. And we would be pitting soon anyway. So basically what would be happening is that the green flag for the restart would come back out right as when we would be on our window to change on to softs. But considering where we are, I think the better move is going to be to come in and just change onto medium tires.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
That'll take us...
Repeat that. There's interference.
That'll take us...
Affirmative.
Right to the end of the race.
Next stop. Tatiana is in the pits. Tatiana in the pits. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So this, Hamilton's DNF is going to completely not shake up the running order, the championship, but it's going to tighten it immensely. If they finished the way they are now, Verstappen came into this race 49 points ahead, and if he wins, that would put him at 24 points back of Hamilton. And as for Bottas, he finishes third. If he finishes where he is now, basically, he was 54 out coming in. And if he scores 15 points, that will take him to 39 points out. So it would keep a lot of guys alive through to the next race in Brazil. So we're in quite the interesting situation right here. But just because those guys in front of us are fighting for a championship doesn't mean we're gonna not fight them for the win of this race. We are absolutely going to fight them as much as we can anyway. So as it stands, the running order looks like this. So you got Verstappen in the lead, and pretty much everyone's on medium tires, so we're all on equal footing, really. Verstappen in the lead, Ricciardo second, Bottas third, we are fourth. Leclerc is fifth, Ocon is sixth, then Perez, Norris, Vettel, and Giovinazzi. Then Sainz, Stroll, Kvyat, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Gasly, Calderon, Russell and Latifi. So there you go. So at this point, it's just going to be a sprint to the finish. Not going to go through it this time, as Latifi has yet to catch back up to the pack. Next lap, I presume he will go back to racing. Sprint to finish here. Well, not really a sprint, but an interesting run to the finish.
Safety car is it?
Happens on almost every safety car restart when the safety car comes in. The guy in front of me always seems to just check up insanely. Pulling back a little bit. Let's see where they go. When will Verstappen launch? Is the question. Maybe really late. Now they go. Back racing. And a decent run of Bottas. Can we make anything happen here? Going into turn one. Meanwhile, Ricardo thinking move on Verstappen? Can't quite make it happen. And now, oh, look at this, Leclerc challenging Bottas now for fourth. So we go wide in that corner. And wide again. Leclerc might have the edge of Bottas here. And he does. He's going to get that spot. Ferraris have been quiet during this race weekend. They're finally starting to show up. At least Leclerc is. He's another guy who
1.9 seconds.
needs a lot of help with regards to Hamilton. championship. And this result will do wonders for his hopes. And Verstappen is bolting away. Of course, no DRS until the next lap. I believe this next lap will be DRS again. It's that DNF from Hamilton is what I was wondering if it was ever going to come. If he was ever going to get that DNF, and it's finally happened.
The stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing. Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available. To the car in front is 1.5 seconds.
Got back corner there. Here comes Leclerc. Looking for a move. Ooh, we had a bit of contact with them. I think we're just going to maintain DRS range from it.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
I don't think we're catching Ricardo right now, Jeff. I don't think that's happening. noted that we're fighting to continue our podium streak here. We've had podiums since every race since the Belgian Grand Prix, podiums or race wins, so trying to extend that streak with this race here. Not sure if we will be able to hold off Leclerc and Bottas. It's going to be close. Closing up to Ricardo a little bit, or at least it feels that way.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Oh, Leclerc's getting a big run. Won't get us this time, but he's close.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. Okay, gap ahead is 2.6
Leclerc might have a big
seconds.
run here.
Our teammate by
Reggie Mix
16.7
DRS.
seconds.
Leclerc's going to get side by side. Fight him hard. Hold him off for now. Oh, we didn't get the best exit. Leclerc might have us again. Makes a move. Side-by-side battle here. We might just hold them off, and we do. We manage to just maintain P3. Gonna have another shot. Rich Mix, ERS. Down in the weed to save some fuel here. Player looking, unable to do anything.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Going to be coming to 2 to go this time.
To car in front is 6.1 seconds.
Oh, really bad corner that time. Bottas looks like they can move on Leclerc. These guys are both going to have a run on me down the straight. Oh, we've run wide. More press Leclerc's going to get P3. Leclerc will move into P3 after we make a mistake coming through that first couple corners. We went wide. And Leclerc is going to take the podium away from us for the moment. We're going to fight him though. We have DRS. We're going to have DRS again. Alright, here we go. This is going to be for the podium. DRS, rich mix. We will have DRS in a second.
This is your final lap.
Here we go. Here's the run to the checkers. How much can we gain on Leclerc? Gaining. Big gains into the corner. Gonna get DRS again. Can we make a move on him? Don't think we're close enough. Get on line through there, it doesn't work. Now we need to put it back into standards to make sure we have enough fuel to finish the race.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Max Verstappen is going to come out of the final couple corners through the stadium section, and he will win. He will once again win the Mexican Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo is going to have a stellar result in his Renault, his first podium at Renault, and Leclerc will end our streak of podiums as we come across the line in P4.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
But more importantly, the championship is all up for grabs now. Or at least for another race.
It's victory in Mexico then, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race, However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So there you go. There is the Mexican Grand Prix. Good job by the McLarens to get into the points. Perez gets points in his home race. Overall, very solid day for Renault as well. So their cars finished 2nd and 6th. Take a look at the constructors first. Still in play. Ferrari is there. They are close. And Renault, with that strong result, is going to jump McLaren for 5th in the constructor standings. And as for the drivers, here's how it looks. Sebastian Vettel officially out of the championship. He cannot win it. 52 points out with 2 races to go. Leclerc and Bottas are pretty much going to be in the same position they were coming into this race, where they're essentially going to have to hope that Lewis Hamilton has problems for them to go into Abu Dhabi with a shot at the championship, but they are live for another week. And Verstappen, again, it's pretty much is the same spot as he was coming into the Mexican Grand Prix. He just has to, if he wants to have a shot at the championship going into Abu Dhabi, he just has to finish ahead of Hamilton in Brazil. Doesn't matter if it's the spot, if it's like 9th and 10th or 1st and 2nd, you just gotta finish ahead of him. So, there you go. There is the Mexican Grand Prix. Pretty, eventful race, I guess you could say.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. That was a close finish. How are things between the two of you? Do you have any comments about the collisions? Appreciate your time.
And we somehow win the rivalry with Charles Leclerc. Don't know how, but we somehow managed to do it. $786K, $85,000. We're up to $10.09 million. Not sure
Our
what the
margins are looking
timeline.
good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
We gotta save it for our driver too, you know. Okay, so let's fill up the calendar. We've got reaction trading. We'll do that. got 4. We'll throw in an esports event. And then we'll throw in, I guess, a chassis team building. And that's interesting, as it looks like we have jumped up to the 4th best team on the grid, which I imagine will be that's part of our aero upgrade, which you will be getting, which will be reflected in the chart once we get to Brazil. But yes, very interesting. R&D front, I think we have enough points to get another adaptation, or maybe not. Thought we might, but I guess not. It's okay. Now, let me go to corporate. Ah, I see. Okay, so I thought that this was going to open up after the 20th race, but in reality it's opening up once I get to Acclaim level 20. I see. Okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes more sense. Checking out the car. Sure, sponsors are on there, which they are. Some of the drivers. Tatiana's actually bumped her value up to 3 million, so that's it's interesting. So, I'm hoping we get some resource points before the next race, considering it's more than a week. But we filled up all our activities, and we should be good to go.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. While you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
Oh, I'm very aware of that, Carl. Thank you very much. And thank you for that email. I understand you do have a high cash balance, but again, we are waiting to get a teammate. So don't worry yourself. So, and just to go back to the R&D, I think we're going to wait until after the practice session in Brazil to get the next set of adaptations. Though it is a little concerning that these adaptations cost more than what we currently have right now. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we have the resource points to develop those parts, we will see. I don't know if it's going up because it's getting closer or what the deal is, but again, we will see what happens. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this this episode. So until the next one, I will see you around.